Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back for another video. In today's video, we're going to take a look at Osmosis and ask the question, would I buy Osmosis or should you buy Not Financial Advice in the bear market? This is installment 69 of 1001. As always, you can see a link to every video in the Would I Buy playlist in the description of this video. And if you like this content, smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section. But let's go ahead and dive right on into this. Would I buy Osmosis in the bear market? Let's just get straight to it. This is a simple yes, a strong yes, a confident yes. Yes, I plan on buying Osmosis. I think that there's a good amount of time to load up on this in advance of an upcoming euphoria phase for a variety of reasons, some simple, some more complex. But the easiest thing for me to say is that this is a DEX built on Cosmos. If you already saw my Cosmos video in the series, you know that I love Cosmos. I love it as a layer zero. We are seeing lots of adoption with Cosmos. And so sure, it makes sense that Osmosis would be built on Cosmos and that it would be a DEX on their exchange or on their platform, and that this would have just as much potential for growth as Cosmos does itself, more so considering the fact that this is new. And so a few other reasons why I would be more interested in getting into this. One is it answers my first question in the series. If you're confused, watch the initial video. But question one, was this cryptocurrency created before or after April 14th of 2021? That, in my opinion, is the peak of euphoria. Around the peak of euphoria, that was the day that Bitcoin peaked when Coinbase IPO'd. And if a cryptocurrency was created after that, then it has a lot of potential to put in phenomenal returns in the next cycle. And I believe that Osmosis has a lot of potential to grow. Now, yeah, it is a top 100 cryptocurrency already, but I could see it growing much more over time. So automatic yes for any cryptocurrency created after 2021. But then looking at the charts too, it's like I'm seeing this is really interesting. It launched and then it did well. It actually did well. I mean, what's so shocking about that? I mean, a lot of the times, look at Internet Computer, look at some other ones that launch and you see an immediate free fall. Mina, there's plenty of cryptocurrencies. When they launch, they have a free fall. Osmosis did well. It peaked in March of 2022, excuse me. And then it had its descent. As we progressed into the bear market, as we saw the fall of just the summer of 2022 and then leading into the fall with the FTX stuff, we saw a lot of insanity happen. Osmosis, like every other cryptocurrency, wasn't immune to that. But even with a peak in bear market territory in March of 2022, we are seeing more than a 90% drop. I believe it's like a 93% drop as of today from its peak. And I believe that this has potential to put in a higher high next time around. For a variety of reasons. I mean, we already talked about the newness of Osmosis, but just looking at the fundamentals, there are certain things that I really like to see. If you go to their app, osmosis.zone, you'll see their pools, their staking, all of that. And that's fine. You know, we're seeing low APRs, which is what we would expect in a bear market. And I kind of tend to see it as a little bit of a red flag when I see insane APRs, like what we saw with Wonderland. And I think it was their 9,000%. I might be wrong about that. Very, very high APR. No one's talking about Wonderland anymore. We're not seeing that with Osmosis. We're seeing 14, 23% good yield. We are seeing good yield with Osmosis. And it's not that like I said, I don't see red flags with that, but also just looking at their updates, they're communicating well, they are at work, they're busy, they are trying to build something solid and long lasting, something like an oak tree cryptocurrency, if there ever could be one, something that's going to withstand the test of time. And so if you go to their Medium, you'll see all sorts of things that they're working on, all sorts of things that they are in development in, and you can see that their governance council is at work. So I like what I'm seeing there, that this is one that they are not just sitting on the sidelines waiting for the euphoria to come and then they're going to dump on the little man. You know, I'm not seeing that at all. I am seeing a great deal of evidence that this is something that is being built to be solid. So there's that. There is the tokenomics, which I would say, what do I say about the tokenomics? It's fine. It's very similar to Bitcoin when it comes to their release schedules. And so instead of halvings every 4 years, Osmosis has a thirdening. It works as follows. In the first year, there will be a total of 300 million tokens released. After 365 days, this will be cut by 1/3, and thus there will be a total of 200 million tokens released. And so thinking about the 1-year date from its launch, that was October of 2022. At that point, there were 300 million Osmosis tokens in existence. October of 2023, there will be, that's in my future, maybe you're watching this way in the future, but there will be in existence 500 million tokens. So for that first year, Osmosis is very inflationary. And then the next year, it's less inflationary, and the year after that, I think that's okay. You know, I'm not super excited about high inflationary cryptocurrencies, but if you remember, Bitcoin was very inflationary when it launched, and then over time, it got less inflationary. So I am perfectly fine with an issuance schedule like this to a point where, 10 years from now, Osmosis is not going to be inflationary at all. I mean, it is going to be a little bit inflationary, but that's going to be such an insignificant amount that we're going to see the market cap and price line up. And that's something that I am curious as I'm talking right now. You can see some differences in market cap versus price, but you can't really see that the effects of that. But play around with that chart on different cryptocurrencies. Like Zcash will tell you a story of what happens with an inflationary cryptocurrency. Not seeing that quite yet with Osmosis, but I think over time you will see the effects of that in the short term. Long term, this all sounds good. I like what I'm seeing with Osmosis. I would have no problem buying this cryptocurrency in the hopes and expectation that this would put in a higher high next time around. But that is all I have for today. I'd love to know your thoughts. Do you plan on seeing this? Where do you plan on seeing this going? I'd love to know any price predictions. I have not thought through a specific price prediction for this cryptocurrency yet, but it is on my radar for a future price prediction video. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I will see you in another video, and yeah, peace.